So, when I was a sophomore in high school, I was about to, it was like I was taking my U.S. history exam, and I knew I wasn't going to do well. It was like really stressful. I studied really hard, but I knew that it just wasn't going to go well. I just didn't know the stuff. So, as I'm sitting there taking the test, I kind of found myself like messing with my eyebrows, just like touching it, pulling at it, whatever. And I guess I just didn't even realize it, but I was just like tugging at it, not really thinking about it. So I finished the exam, I walk out and I see my guidance counselor, and she and I were really close. And so she's like, what's up with your eyebrows? Like, they look gone. And I hadn't gone in the mirror, so I was like, oh, nothing, they're just weird, whatever. So I went home and I looked in the mirror, and I had like pulled out a bunch of my eyebrow hair, and I was like, well, that's weird, like, whatever. And ever since then, whenever I get nervous or am in a stressful situation, whether it be like fighting with a friend or family or trying to take a test or something, I would find myself like constantly just like playing with it and pulling at it. And it wasn't until I was in a freshman year of college, I was sitting in my dorm room with one of my best friends, and she I guess I was doing it, I just didn't even realize it, but she looked at me and she's like, do you have Trichotillomania? And I was like, what's that? Like, I don't know, do I? Like, I had no idea what it was. And she was like, it's when you, like, pull hair. And I was like, I mean, I guess so. Like, and she asked me a bunch of questions because one of her best friends, Molly, apparently has it, but she pulls it with her hair. Now, I would pull out my eyebrows, and you can still see they're growing back a lot better, but see, there's that patch there. The other one is doing a lot better. But I had no idea what it was or what it was called or whatever. So I learned about it, and it turns out I had trichotillomania, where I pull out my eyebrow hairs like a compulsive, like, nervous habit thing. And in one of Molly's videos, she told me to watch Molly's videos on YouTube, which if you have trichotillomania, she's a great help. So I watched them, and while it helped some, it was also hard because we didn't have the same, like, she pulled out her hair, and I pulled out my eyebrows. So luckily for her, she could put on a hat, and that was great, but can't really put on a hat to hide these. So I was kind of like, well, what do I do? And honestly, the best thing that helped was, my godmother's actually a hypnotherapist, which sounds kind of like kooky, but my mom suggested it, and it actually helped a lot. It was really relaxing, but if you pull out your eyebrows, it's really hard to get it under control, and the only thing I can suggest that I guess has helped is, you just doing something else with your fingers. Like, when I get stressed or whatever, like, I'll tear up pieces of paper instead of pulling, or just fiddle with things, and it's like a nervous thing, and sometimes it makes people like really uncomfortable, but it helps so that I don't pull anymore. But also just, and this sounds really cheesy, but just surrounding yourself with really good people. I found that when I'd hang out with certain people, my stress level was like significantly higher, and then when I'd hang out with others, it was just like so chill and relaxed and not a big deal, and that helped a whole bunch. So I guess the age-old saying of, you know, you are who your friends are, it's legit. So if you have trichotillomania out there, there's lots of things you can do to help. If you pull your eyebrows, I do too. You're not alone. I thought I was the only one who did it. I didn't even know this existed. So, and I've heard people like pulling hair, but never pulling their eyebrows, which is what I do. So, I hope I can be of help. If you have it, some of this, like, I mean, I didn't know I had it, so I guess just think about it, and maybe you have it, maybe you don't, but there you go. Just wanted to share my story.